ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good morning. Welcome to this video lecture on the subject AFA, Advanced Financial Accounting, which is there for second semester BCom, Bangalore North University. Myself, Pasha, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Hoskote. Dear friends, we'll be starting the subject EAFA with the first chapter, which is known as Insurance Claim. The first chapter under the subject EAFA is Insurance Claim. Let us first try to know what is insurance. Insurance is nothing but is a legal agreement or a legal contract between two parties, where one party is called by the name insurance company and another party is called by the name businessman. Therefore, we tell insurance is an agreement or a contract between two parties. One party, the insurance company, legally is known as insurer. Insurance company is called by the name insurer, and another party is called as businessman, and he is known by the name insured. Now, in general, business organization faces several type of risks. One among the risk is the loss of property or loss of the stock because of some natural calamities like flood, cyclone, and fire accident. These incidents are common in business. So whenever such incidents occur in the business, because of which if the organization is suffering the loss, so in the present economic system, such losses need not be borne by the organization. Instead, such losses will be shifted to another person called insurance company. So therefore, this insurance is nothing but a legal contract between two parties. One insurance company, another is the business organization. So whenever there is a loss in the business because of some natural calamities, that loss will be shifted to the insurance company. Now let us understand who is known as insurer. I already discussed, insurer means insurance company. That is the person who agrees to bear the risk of loss arising on account of loss of stock, profit, or property due to natural calamities and compensate for such loss is called as insurer. Nothing but insurance company. So insurance company is a person who is readily accepting the risk of loss, the loss that has been suffered by the business organization, and try to compensate for that loss. Next is insured. Insured means the business organization itself. This business organization, to be on safer side, entire stock has been done insurance, or entire business has been done insurance. So whenever there is a loss has happened, such losses are being shifted. So therefore, the person who has taken the insurance, he is called by the name insured. Now this chapter, the chapter name is Insurance Claim. This chapter mainly focus on the losses of stock suffered on account of fire accident. This is the scope of the chapter. So this chapter mainly focuses on the loss of stock suffered on account of fire accident. Now, what is exactly insurance claim? Insurance claim is made by the businessman insured for the losses suffered on account of fire accident with the insurance company. Let us slowly move on. What are the accounts to be prepared? Under this chapter, insurance claim, we are going to prepare 5 sets of accounts. That is, steps to be followed in calculation of insurance claim for loss of stock. Mean to say, we are going to follow 5 steps to prepare the insurance claim account. That is, step number 1, preparation of trading account. Step number 2, calculation of gross profit ratio. Step number 3, memorandum trading account. Step number 4, calculation of actual amount of loss. And step number 5, ascertaining the amount of claim or actual claim amount. So we have to follow all the 5 steps to get the insurance claim amount. So mattame ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. So first trading account ತಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, preparation of trading account. Number 2, calculation of gross profit ratio. Number 3, memorandum trading account. Number 4, actual amount of loss. And number 5, ascertaining the amount of claim. Let us now try to understand exact format. So the first step is called preparation of trading account. So now ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ trading account na ನಾವು ತಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Now what is this trading account? This trading account is prepared for the previous year. Intention is to find out gross profit. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು trading account na ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Trading account ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ? To find out the gross profit. Now the format is given here. Now what you need to remember is 4 items. That is on the debit side, opening stock, purchases, credit side, sales and closing stock. ಈ 4 ಐಟಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೇ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್, ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕಡೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಈ 4 ಐಟಮ್ ಬರ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಓವರ್. ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಾವು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ? ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಆ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕಡೆ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್, ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಈ 4 ಐಟಮ್ ನ ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we get the answer is gross profit. Now what is this extra item? These items may come, that is like goods withdraw for personal, that is writing for drawings, goods you issued for advertisement purpose, purchase returns, carriage, inward, wages, manufacturing expenses, custom duties. These all depend on the questions. May come or may not come depending on the question. Once you go through the format, you will come to know all these are direct expenses that will be recorded under trading account. But most important is 4 items: opening stock, purchases, sales and closing stock. Write these 4 items, close, get the answer. That is called gross profit. Step number 1 over. Now move on to step number 2. That's called calculation of gross profit ratio. ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಈ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಷಿಯೋ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ನೆಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಇಂಟು 100. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಟ್ ಸೇಲ್? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ minus sales return. So whatever we are writing outside, that is called net sales. So the formula says to find out gross profit ratio, gross profit divided by net sale into 100. Now ಈ ರೀತಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? that is called GPR, gross profit ratio. Step number 2 also over. Now slowly we move on to step number 3, preparation of memorandum trading account. Remember, here also we have done one trading account. This account is for last year. This account is for previous year. Why we are preparing? To know gross profit. Step number 3, one more is coming. That is called memorandum trading account. This is done for current year. That is, this account is prepared from the beginning of the current year till the date of fire. So trading account, memorandum trading account is done for the current year and we are going to prepare till the date of fire. And what is the intention of preparing the step number 3? To find out the stock on date of fire. Bala important. Step number 1 was to know gross profit. Step number 3 is to find out what is the stock on date of fire. Now let us see what is the format for this one. Same format like earlier. Step number 1, trading account, opening stock, purchases, sales. Here don't write closing stock. Instead find out gross profit with the help of percentage, what we have done here. So what percentage we are going to get in the step number 2? With the help of that percentage, identify what is gross profit. So here, opening stock, purchases, gross profit, sales. Close, get the answer. What you get, that is called as closing stock or stock on the date of fire. This is your step number 3. Sorry, 4. 3 only. Next is step number 4, calculation of actual amount of loss. ಎಷ್ಟು amount of loss incur ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದು step number 4 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. How to find out? Each account is interrelated. Step number 1 answer came for step number 2. Step number 2 answer is coming for step number 3. Step number 3 answer is coming for step number 4. So one ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ all link will go wrong. So step number 1 will continue in step number 2. Step number 2 will continue in 3. 3 will continue in 4. So now step number 4 is calculation of actual amount of loss. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ stock on date of fire ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? Step number 3 answer. Stock on the date of fire or closing stock. So stock on the date of fire, add expenses incurred for extinguishing fire, that is putting off fire if any. Stock on the date of fire ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ expenses ಇದ್ರೆ add ಮಾಡೋದು, then minus whatever goods saved from fire. ಅಂದ್ರೆ goods ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಚಾವಾಗಿದ್ರೆ, goods saved from the fire, or we call salvage, we also call as scrap or salvage value. It is a different names for the same items, that is goods saved, scrap, salvage or salvage goods. Now stock on the date of fire, add expenses minus the goods saved from fire, what you get answer, that is called as actual amount of loss. So step number 4, how to calculate amount of loss. Amount of loss depend on what is the stock on date of fire, add expenses if any, minus goods saved from fire. What answer you get, that is called actual amount of loss. Now last step, step number 5, ascertaining the amount of claim. Last step, claim amount na ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿ. ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Many students will do correctly step number 1, 2, 3 and 4, but step number 5 they will get confused. You have to be very careful in calculating step number 5, how to identify claim amount. Now claim amount totally depend upon what is the amount of insurance taken for the property. A property refers to stock. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಗೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರ, ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5 ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಂತ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಸೊ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1, when the stock is properly insured or over insured. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಶೂರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸೊ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್, then that is called as stock properly insured. Or stock over insured ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಶೂರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾವಾಗ? when stock is properly insured or over insured. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾವಾಗ? ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಶೂರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್? when the stock is under insured. Under insurance means ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ 50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಬೇರೆ 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇರೋದು 50,000 ಆದ್ರೆ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಕೇವಲ 30,000. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆವಾಗ that depend, if the entire stock is destroyed then the policy amount will be the amount of claim. So under insurance ಬರುವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲಾಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅವರು. ನೀವು 50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇದೆ, 50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಕೇವಲ 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, 50,000 ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಕೇವಲ 30,000 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಇಫ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ stock is destroyed, policy amount will be the amount of claim when there is under insurance. If under insurance, if portion of the good is destroyed, andre something is saved from the fire, full destroy, fire bandide, not fully destroyed, something is destroyed, something is saved from the fire, so then we apply average clause. So ella problem 90% of the problem ge average clause cover ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗುಡ್ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈರ್. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಆವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತೀರಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ, ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋವಾಗ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5 ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. Claim amount depend upon insurance amount. If the stock is properly insured or over insured, then ನಿಮ್ಮ claim ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು amount of loss, ಅಷ್ಟು amount of claim. ಅದೇ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಬರೋದು ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್, ಇಫ್ portion of the goods are destroyed, means full destroy agilla, salpa goods destroy agide, salpa goods save agide anta helidre, that time make use of average clause to find out what is the amount of claim. Andre portion destroy agide, full destroy agಲಿಲ್ಲ, salpa matra destroy agide anta helidre anta ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಿರಿ. One important note, if the problem does not provide any information about the policy amount, then the amount of claim will be the amount of loss. New problem na marta idri, all the 4 steps over, step number 5 ban nodovaga ali policy amount kottilla, andre insurance amount kottilla. Insurance amount kottilla anta helidre problem wrong antu illa. So if the problem does not provide any information about the ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್, ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, then the claim amount will be equal to amount of loss. Then ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೀ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ while solving the problem, salvage. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ salvage ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ scrap or whatever the value of goods saved from fire. Now that is the term salvage refers to the realizable or realized value of stock saved from fire. In other words, it is that part of stock which is saved from fire accident. That part of stock which is saved from the fire accident, that is called salvage or scrap value. Under insurance already now cover ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Under insurance means situation where stock is more, policy amount is less. That is under insurance. ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್. ಆವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ is applicable only if the portion of the goods is destroyed. Then this is few formulas, that is how to find out the sale amount. Normally sale is nothing but cost plus profit. We call that as cost of goods sold plus profit. ಎರಡು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ನೀವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will come to know sale. This is the equation will be used in cost accounting, that is to find out the sales is cost plus profit. Then what is this cost of goods sold? How to identify cost of goods sold? Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ what answer we get, that is called cost of goods sold. Then these two equations are very useful in solving the problem because small formulas will help you in solving the problem. I hope you have understood this all the 5 steps. let me do the brief recap. The first chapter is called as a insurance claim. Under this insurance claim, we have to prepare totally 5 sets of accounts, or we have to follow 5 steps. Step number 1, trading account to find out gross profit. Step number 2, calculation of gross profit ratio. A profit ratio na ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು. Step number 2 ನಲ್ಲಿ. Step number 3, memorandum trading account to find out stock on date of fire. Step number 4, calculation of amount of loss. Then step number 5, ಎಷ್ಟು claim amount ಇದೆ. So ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ನಾನು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Next class will start the problem. So that's all I have in the first video. The theory part is fully covered. In the next class, I will be starting the problems on insurance claim. So till my next class, stay home, stay safe, and thank you for listening me. Thank you once again.